A young man, feeling lost and defeated, sought out an old monk who was known for his wisdom. The man had been facing numerous challenges in his life, and no matter how hard he tried, nothing seemed to be going his way. He approached the monk, his heart heavy with frustration. "Master," the young man said, "I feel like I am drowning. My work, my relationships, my dreams, all seem to be falling apart. No matter how much I try, things only get harder. What am I doing wrong?" The monk looked at him for a moment, then stood up, motioning for the young man to follow him. They walked in silence for a while until they reached a tall, steep hill. At the top of the hill stood a large, sturdy tree, its branches reaching out in all directions. The monk turned to the young man and said, "I want you to climb this tree and bring me a branch from the very top." The young man looked up at the tree, its branches far out of reach. He hesitated but then decided to try. He began climbing the tree, but as he climbed higher, the branches became thinner and the wind stronger. His hands were sore, his legs shaking, and fear began to set in. But still, he pushed himself upward, determined to reach the top. Finally, after much struggle, the young man reached the top. He was exhausted, his hands covered in cuts and bruises, but he managed to break off a small branch. Carefully, he began to climb back down. When he reached the ground, he handed the branch to the monk, who was patiently waiting. "Well done," the monk said with a gentle smile. "Now tell me, how did the tree feel as you climbed it?" The young man, still panting from the climb, thought for a moment before replying, "The tree was strong, but the higher I climbed, the more difficult it became. The branches were fragile, and the wind made it harder to keep my balance. It felt like the tree was testing me at every step." The monk nodded. "You are right. The tree, like life, is full of challenges. The higher you go, the more difficult it can become. But let me ask you this. Did the tree break under your weight? Did it fall apart when you leaned on it?" The young man shook his head. "No, it stayed strong even when I struggled." "Exactly," the monk said. "Life will challenge you. You will face moments of fear, doubt, and exhaustion. But just like the tree, you have an inner strength that will carry you through. The struggles you face are not there to break you, but to show you how strong you really are. Every difficulty you overcome is a reminder that you can rise higher than you ever thought possible." The young man paused, reflecting on the monk's words. He realized that his struggles, though painful, had shaped him, making him stronger, just like the tree standing tall against the wind. And isn't this true for all of us? Life is full of obstacles, some big, some small, that can make us question our abilities and our purpose. But just like the tree, we have the strength to endure, to grow and to rise above the challenges. It's not about avoiding the storms, it's about learning to stand firm in them. So the next time life feels like a steep climb, remember, you are stronger than you think. Keep going, because the strength you seek is already inside you.